Two, three. Test one, two, three, four. Test air coming from Kenn Pitawanakwat, high up in the Arctic, north of the Boreal, where the polar bears and the antelopes play. Lenny, Bojo, Lanishna, how you doing? Coming to you live from my place, my humble abode, my little wigwam, my little teepee, my little igloo. I want to say, Lenny, and thank you for being here. This is a test broadcast. I've had several YouTube channels before in the past. They all had to do with languages and preserving the language, indigenous language revitalization efforts when I was a university instructor. I have retired those. You can still find me on those on YouTube. But this channel I'm dedicating to now and recent events and things what I'm doing. Um, that was my phone. It just dinged. Anyway, it's real. We're real. Ayos nakikino. Get chinendam. Na na miya usto din shinabek. Show asini sajo. Baneng o de king gibiganonik. Kadam jin beshik na mesnagani kitasa. Na haun denadish. We been dinish. Australia's in Kade. I wanted you to hear some of the language, my first language. English is a second language for me. We call this the Udawa language, the Potawatomi language, the Ojibwe language. It's the Three Fires Confederacy language. Some anthropologists way back when labeled all these languages pretty well from the eastern seaboard of Canada and US up to the James B. Hudson coast, where it borders on Inuk territory, and all the way out to Alberta, Canada, Montana in the USA as Algonquin. He was pretty smart for that because we all speak the same language. It's the dialects that make us unique each in our own way. So we share language and other idioms of our culture. Now, in this channel, I'm going to be uploading different videos I've shot. They're all original. I've shot them all, and they all tell a particular story about that time and place of the time. So you should be watching those if you're interested, if you're so inclined to learn about recent events, current events, and what I'm planning. Here's another ding. Um, so somebody said, okay, that's great. I'm happy with that. It's about it's a warming trend out here. I always like talk about the weather, don't I? I don't know why. I suppose it's a setting in time for all of us. It's only about -5, if that, Celsius right now. Yesterday was -8. The day before that was -18. And the week before that was -30 and change. Maybe I exaggerated there. But you get the idea with the wind chill factor. And we're losing a lot of snow, but it's still you don't want to be camping outside. Yesterday, speaking of wind chill, we were outside out in the lake with my son Dave, and we were ice fishing. The ice is about thick, not too bad. Uh, it was really blustery. We were out in the open, and when we go ice fishing, we don't use huts. We're just out there in the open. So from about I don't know, I'll say noon on till about dusk, we were out there in the open bay. Last time I did that, I was way up north, 500 miles or 300 kilometers north of Thunder Bay. It was -40. Almost lost my finger at a frostbite. I was waiting for it to freeze, turn black, and lose it. But way up north, there's no medical stuff. So you're on your own. So I have my own Anishinaabe medicine, what we call Anishinaabe medicine, Anishinaabe Pshkika. So I wrapped it up that night. I couldn't feel anything. It was numb, and for several days was like that. But I figured 24, 48 hours later wasn't turning black, even though I couldn't feel anything, or at best it was tingly. I could say that, oh, I was going to save my finger. And all I did was use a simple herb that we make back home over here, which I took up north with me because we don't have the same herbs most of the time, or variety, or in quantity up north. So we were out there fishing yesterday. I like to brag, but I can't because we didn't catch anything. No, nor I was going to say, nor the other group next door to us. Uh, Actually, they caught. We heard them yelling twice, so we figured they caught at least two something. We don't know what, but us no. So, and there's a fishing derby coming up, right, in that same spot. So big money, big prizes, lots of people in February 2018. I'm not going. Too expensive. Um, and I mean, I'll win anything, so I'm out however it costs, but I don't want to discredit it in any way. I want to promote it, promote the event because we have a lot of fun events here on the reservation of Wikwemakan, and that's just one of them. So we have a dynamic community, a lot of community spirit, a lot of volunteerism, a lot of very smart, bright, intelligent people from way back, and still to this day. So, I'm this particular cast. I'm linking it with my uh, website, Kenn with two N's, Pitawanakwat.com. So if you click on YouTube, and if I did it correctly, um, you'll see this channel, and this will probably be the first. Although I did upload some videos from the Truth and Reconciliation of Canada Commission hearings that we were part of out in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, 2015 summer. And it was a beautiful event, very emotional event. And what I tried to bring you there was the drumming and the singing and how it moves me. I don't know if it would move you. Like this individual said to me one time, if somebody was pounding a drum over my head, I'd be getting a headache. True story. But for the rest of us that enjoy a heartbeat, which is what the drum beat comes from, in harmony and harmoniously with our collective heartbeats, it's the celebration of being alive. Isn't that what a heartbeat is? You're alive, and hopefully in a positive light. I was for a while there in a dark light, and I still am. Can a light be dark? I can still go back there occasionally. Excuse me, and and that's when my boy went home, as we call it. Hinigia, ishkoasige. His light burnt out. So that's what my website is about. But I've been told by many others I have a gift for telling stories and writing about it. I just have been able to write much of anything. So what I've done in return is I've delivered little videos, so forth, trying to and little snippets on my blog, which I also that same blog is at kennpitawanakwat.com, and people have been calling, writing, sending emails, phoning for my attention. And it all started with the tragedy. Now, we need to acknowledge grief. We need to acknowledge the end of this phase as we know it and on to the next. But it's still painful, isn't it? As any parent will tell you, burying their firstborn, which is my story. Um, so here we are today. I want to thank the Barb Nawagabo of Toronto. She's originally from Birchella nearby here. For being the greatest promoter and friend one can have in promoting my book and selling books. She just texted me a few moments ago. She's at the uh, Ontario meeting and she has a booth set up there. And she just dinged me. She says, I just sold another book. And she knows about the grief in our culture with our people of all ages. No one is immune to grief. Grief is universal, grief is everywhere. There's different types of grief. Um, Loss of a spouse, um, health, eyesight, hearing, you name it. I also want to thank Mark Zielinski, who got me down to the University of Toronto bookstore not too long ago, just before Christmas. And my book's on sale there now. And we're planning other events. I was lucky at that time to meet with and meet first time, um, Logan Stats, who's I hear number one on iTunes. He's a Haudenosaunee from Six Nations Res of Ontario, um, southwest of Toronto, and so there's photographs that I've yet to upload of that event. But Mark Zielinski was the catalyst for getting me down there. And he's been trying a long time. I'm also in his book. I don't want to be pounding my chest the whole time. I'm just telling you facts. He was down here last powwow last year, 2015. No, it was 17. Okay, one summer, either last one or the one previous, up here, and he took a photograph of me, and there I am. So we're beeping, we're burping. Um, Another book. Just sold another book. True story. Thanks, Barb. Um, so, there's special people that come into your life, and you need to acknowledge and give me, let's say, thanks for these special people, like my children. God has given me beautiful children, beautiful wife, and beautiful set of circumstances. I'm not starving. I'm not cold. I'm not hungry. I still have my teeth. I can still see. I have so much to be thankful for, and and take responsibility for my inactions or actions and be accountable to myself. It's between me and the big guy, as they say. Um, so acknowledge, give thanks to all the good people. I try to surround myself with positive people, people in a good light that help you out in one way or another. So it's all we can do. Support another. I'm glad my boy was with me yesterday. We spent an entire day out there out in the frozen lake, and you can just see that snow just swirling around, and just you hear it in my ears. And that's him back there that you saw. And he's ready to go out fishing again with another family cousin, friend, same spot. I can't go today. I have other commitments. So I want to thank them. And I want to thank my publisher. We're releasing a hardcover of my same book soon enough. Larger font, color pictures, coming at you soon and be everywhere. So much to be thankful for. If you have questions, I always tell people this: ask me anything you want. If I know the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't know the answer, I'll also tell you. I don't make stuff up. I see cross lines across the microphone over here. I hope I am recording and you can hear this. Oh, test 1, 2. Oh, I see a green light flashing. Okay, so it is happening. So, all right, I'm gonna wind this up about here and tell me what you want to hear about, talk about, learn more about, um, and I'll do my best to accommodate you in the time available. I do have a very productive, plentiful life, so I'm going all day. So, chimiwich, as we would say, chimiwich. That means a big hunka. Thank you to you for taking the time, and we'll see how this video turned out. I am winging it all the time over here on my site, and this is where we're at today. I don't know if I can keep up with all the demands, but we shall try. KennPitawanakwat.com, KennPitawanakwat1 at gmail.com is how you get hold of me.